host is now Max Hoat of Mogulus, a very interesting company that has taken advantage, let's say, of this of today's presentation to present a new groundbreaking, mind-blowing live television platform called Mogulus. And I'd like to, first of all, to ask you, what's your position at Mogulus?
I'm the founder and CEO of Mogulus, basically.
Let's say the boss.
The boss, if you want to. But we work in a partnership, so it's a technology company. We keep it friendly with my partners, technology, creative, and development. But yeah, we're about a company. We're based in India and in New York, headquartered in New York. We've at the moment about 15 staff and growing, basically.
Okay, great numbers for what I could call a startup. Okay, yeah. And could you please tell us what are the great novelties introduced by Mogulus compared to the existing net TV platforms?
Well, basically, we're creating a new category. If you look at what's already there, like YouTube and the other net TV, Juiced, everybody is focused on video on demand. Basically, everybody says TV is dead. People want to watch what they want when they want. We basically took a different approach, and we don't actually agree with that statement. What we believe in is that there is two modes of viewing. There is the on-demand mode of viewing that we all enjoy. And then we also all enjoy the linear way of viewing, meaning, for example, when you come at home, you put the news channel, you put CNN on, or you put maybe Rai on, and every 10 minutes you don't have to make a choice, you don't have to choose. You're kind of happy that sometimes it's not what you want, and you can switch channels. So we believe that linear television is still very important. And another analogy I like to use is, for example, I have an iPod with 10,000 of songs. And when I wake up in the morning, I listen to radio, and all the songs that are in the radio, they're in my iPod. When I work, sometimes I listen to radio. In the evening, I listen to radio. Radio is not that great. It's got advertising. It's not always what I want. It's not always what it's kind of, I choose a channel, and it's roughly what I want, but it's not always what I want. But what it says is that, it doesn't matter that we're moving from traditional to the internet. But, we as, media consumers are enjoying both ways of viewing. And I think, that's very important. So what Mogulus
Let's say that don't take in a choice, it's a choice.
Don't take it a choice, it's a choice. Yeah, you can say that, but you can always choose to change channel. So what we did, if you going back, if you look at the evolution of television and video and how consumers can now create content. So if you look at DV cameras, they enabled anybody to create their own video content. Then you look at editing software, they've been very easy to use and a lot cheaper. That used to be left to very expensive equipment and professional. And then you have websites like YouTube, which allow all of that to be distributed. So for video on demand, the full industry has been completely, overhauled and revolutionized. If you look at live television, if you want to make a television station 24/7 with graphics like on TV, tickers, strap, logos, that runs all the time.
With playlists that can be fed by anything.
Exactly. Sometimes you're live, sometimes you're not. Just like television, it's not always live. Sometimes it's a playlist that on Rai that has been, or media set that has been chosen a long time ago. So basically, if you look at that, if you want to do that, nothing has evolved in that side of the equation. If you want to launch a TV channel, all the equipment, all the technique are still exactly the same as they were 10 years ago. It's not accessible to the people, and it still costs millions of dollars. So what we do at Mogulus is really, enable linear, traditional television on the internet to be created by anybody at no cost, basically.
So now that also live TV and not only, let's say, a YouTube kind of TV production. Now that also live TV with a studio production, playlists and so on, is something that anybody can afford. You expect in a few maybe weeks, months, the first user-generated 24 hours live television channel.
Yeah, I mean, our dream is to launch that for our users or producers to use our platform and launch, for example, the world first, kind of CNN type channel controlled by people around the world. And if you look at what's happening in citizen journalism with blogging, there's already plenty of people that are reporting, putting text, images and video together on the internet and that are organized together. Hundreds of people, covering stories about Iraq or whatever. And basically with our platform, it's not only one person that can create a channel. You can basically start a channel on your own, and then you can start creating a community and invite all the people. And what we hope is that in a few months there will be, you know, a channel that will look to anybody, just like CNN. Maybe the camera won't be as well lit, but they can do, you know, they can get close, but the graphics will look as professional, the content will be as professional, and then it will be a lot more interactive in terms of viewers coming in with their cameras and different presenters around the world. So that's really what we want to allow, and create new type of content. It could also be reality TV shows. You know, it costs a lot of money to create a reality TV show for media companies like Big Brother and so on. Now with our platform, we hope that people will just be able to create them at hardly any cost, just some webcam in a house, and a production team could even be different from the people being filmed. So, you know, we want to empower people that have ideas and things that could not be funded before because they would have costed too much money, because, you know, the platform was not there. And we hope that with our live platform, these new formats will exist, and it's up to you know, the bloggers to go from publishing newspapers, really online newspapers, and go to the next generation and do, you know, what, TV blogging or live TV blogging, basically.
And finally, what do you expect in terms of reaction on behalf of mainstream media? What will be their reaction to your platform?
I think it's to be seen. So we're interested in working with them, of course, because we believe also in the partnership, and we have a pro version. But you know, it's interesting to see that what was reserved to their investment is now a lot more open, and I think that will create some reaction, which I hope will be very positive. But we shall see. That's the next step, basically.
Thank you very much, Max.
Thank you. Should I have looked at the camera, or?
No, not necessarily.
Okay. Fine.